just going to really briefly explain how things are going to go. So first of all, everybody should have a fan and an instrument. Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of different types of instruments, and there's actually there's 4 different color fans. So what I want to stress right, the very first thing is that this is a pretty live room, and some of these instruments, all the instruments are very good in volume. So just to get things started, let's do like 2 seconds. Everybody make some noise in their instrument, maybe set. Here we go. The idea here is that we want a baseline kind of quiet volume. Like imagine those fans, you know? And so that way we can, especially people with some of the more metallic objects. Okay, so the next thing that you need to know is that there are 4 quadrants that we're going to see. And it corresponds to the color fan you have. So I think we've got orange, let me see orange. We've got orange. Orange, we got red behind you, right? Then we got pink over there. Then red and green. All right, so you'll see that, and there'll be directions for you based on those different, based on what fan you are and fan you have, and you'll see that in there. Then the next thing is there are 3 parts to the directions. There's only 2 kinds of sounds that you have to worry about this morning, which is great. One, can I borrow this for a second? Great. So one of them is a short, discrete sound, which just means or. You can always mute something. It's a good way to get the sound shorter. Or a long sustained sound. And for some people with like harmonica or something, that will be easy. The drums or a cymbal or something that you hit, something like that, very gently. There'll be, sometimes there might be a direction saying like medium density. Medium density would just mean that, you can kind of interpret that as you will, but just sort of how often you might hit something. And then there's volume. And then the last thing is that you'll see arrows sometimes for change of volume up or down, or speed. And I think speed going this way is faster, and that way is slower. So the slide, we're going to lead you through the score, and the directions will last for about a minute. And so we're going to have. So let's all get ready to have some fun. It'll be really fun. And you know, the last thing I would say is that when you're making your sound, think about your sound within the whole group. All right? All right, everybody ready? All right, let's go. Get some nice silence going. Okay, here we go.
person who's at the back of the room is sort of responsible for this whole scratch orchestra thing that started in our office with Dan and sort of become this thing. So thanks, Dan. And I just wanted to tell you that Dan has a new album that just came out, CD, that John Zorn just put out. It's Heavy Metal Klezmer CD. So many of you are feeling Metallica meets Klezmer music. And what's the name of it, Dan?
It's called Pillar Without Mercy, and
he has some here, right, great. And then he's fresh in from a gig in DC last night, so thanks again, Dan. So if you want to pass your instruments out to the aisle, Jacques going to come around and collect all the instruments. You can keep your fans. It's a gift from all of us. And I want to thank everyone who implicated in this morning. Those of you who agreed to participate, thank you very much. And welcome to Philadelphia. It feels like it's Miami, doesn't it? But I'm Melissa Franklin, and I'm the director of the Pew Fellowships at the Pew Center for Arts and Heritage, and I'm one of the co-chairs of today's pre-conference. And it's so nice to see so many familiar faces, and some of you who I don't know, I look forward to getting to know you over the rest of this day. And I want to thank the fellow members of my committee, Abigail Gay and Tomer Peterson, for helping put this all together. And I want to especially thank Esther Grimm. Esther was my co-chair on this. She's the executive director of 3 Arts in Chicago, and she, can you hear me, Ben? Do you want to talk into the mic? Okay, sorry. My arm is still wobbly from that orange instrument. Esther is my co-chair on this, Esther Grimm from 3 Arts in Chicago, and Esther couldn't be here today. She has a family matter that calls for her attention, so she's where she should be. She's really disappointed, so any pictures that you can send to Esther or kind remarks about today's, the good things, bad things, I'm sure she'd love to hear it. And the divine Sasha Yano is stepping in for Esther to be my co-host today, so thanks, Sasha, right there from Art Matters. In the 11th hour, she comes in, thanks. And let's see. And I also just want to thank my staff, Jacques Lou, who's around here somewhere. Jacques was really instrumental in pulling this all together. And also, Jacques works with me at the fellowship program. And Ellen Marr. Ellen, can you stand up down there? Ellen is our events coordinator at the center, and she worked really tirelessly on this event and worked very closely with John Rubin to pull off today's lunch. So thanks, Elle. We're all here, me, Tomer, Abigail, Ellen, Jacques, to make today run smoothly, and Sasha, so if there's anything you need, any questions, just come find one of us. And I also want to thank Gail Issa. Where is Gail? There she is. Gail's the executive director here at Asian Arts, and she's going to talk to us a little bit after lunch about Asian Arts, so we'll have time to hear from Gail. And she's also on MK's board, I believe, right? She was, the National Performance Network. So she's part of the family. So thanks, Gail. It's been great to be here. And let's see. Are there anyone new in the audience who hasn't been to a pre-conference before? Any new Grantmakers? Oh, can you guys all stand up? Wow. That's pretty awesome. Well, we get accused a lot of being kind of like a club because we don't see each other that much and we all kind of cling together. So I'm going to ask everyone to reach out to these new people to make them feel welcome and just barge in on us if we're being too clubby. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And as part of this pre-conference, we also invited a group of artists to participate with us today. A few of them are going to be on this afternoon's panel, and others are just here to be part of our conversation. They're peers, they're colleagues, they're here to offer their point of view and to just be part of the conversation. So I'm going to introduce each artist and ask them to stand up briefly. You met Dan Blacksburg already. Ann Carlson is here. Aine Gordon. Isaac Lynn. Where did Isaac? Isaac's over there, hiding somewhere. Isaac's mural is in the elevator lobby here, and we're going to have our reception in his exhibition downstairs later. Andrew McLean. Hey, Andrew, welcome. Magda Martinez. Trapita Mason. Adelheid Nurse. Tina Morton. And Byron O'Young. So thanks. So again, I invite you all to engage with all of these artists while they're here and to take advantage of their knowledge and expertise that will inform our conversation. And before I move on, I just want to give a little brief overview of the day, and then I'll turn it over to Holly Sidford. But I think you all have this program, so everyone's bio is in this program, if you printed it out online. So this is what we're going to do today. We don't have any, we've built in a lot of networking breaks through the day to give everyone time to catch up with each other and to chat. We're not doing any breakout sessions. We're all just going to be together in this room. Our panels are all small, so we can have conversation. And let's see. So we're going to have 2 panels this morning, and then we're going to break for lunch. Conflict Kitchen is here to do lunch for us, which is an art project. And then we're going to have 2 panels this afternoon. The last panel this afternoon is going to be moderated by Aine Gordon, and it's a conversation with 4 artists. And then after that, we've built in a lot of time to hopefully have a conversation with the whole room about some of the issues that are brought up in Aine's panel. So that should be really exciting. And then probably the best part of this is that we have cocktails at the end. So we've built in a reception downstairs, as I said, in the gallery at Asian Arts Initiative. Isaac Lin has a solo exhibition up, who just sat in the back of the room there with those beautiful long braids. And we have an hour to sort of hang out together and talk about today. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Holly Sidford, who's going to be moderating the first panel.